it just felt different for me. So, um, culturally, again, there was a couple of things happening at that time for me because I had to adjust to what was for me the Southern culture, but then also really got a chance to get back to my roots. And what I mean by that, Niles, is um, because I didn't grow up with a lot of Ethiopians. In Jamaica, Queens, there weren't that many Ethiopians. So I grew up with my brothers from the Caribbean, with my brothers from and sisters from New York City, born and raised.
Yeah.
Heavy island population in Jamaica, Queens, from all different kinds of islands. And there were a few of us Africans that were mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
So the DC area, DC MSA in particular, is actually the highest concentration of Ethiopians outside of Ethiopia in the whole world.
Okay.
So I got a chance, because I was only 4 years old when I came here, I grew up literally as a New Yorker. DC gave me an opportunity to really get back to my roots, understand the culture a little bit more, get more in depth with the food, with the language, a lot of things. So it was almost like discovering a different part about me.
That's awesome. Let's dig into that. Let's dig into that. Let's dig into the culture, man. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing these interview series, is because, obviously outside of the D&I space, there's communities that I want to shine light on, right? So let's dig into that Ethiopian community.
Yeah.
Right. So, you're a brother in the commercial real estate space doing your thing. You have the Ethiopian background. For those that don't know, let's talk about that. What's it like to be from Ethiopia and in the Ethiopian community in the DMV? Like, how share with me your thoughts, man. What's it like? Tell me. I don't know anything about Ethiopia or Ethiopians. Tell me what's
so first of all, you gotta go. Gotta go. And I welcome you to go to DC as like a step into Ethiopia.
Okay.
So I think the DC area, because of the population and the density of Ethiopians that's there, really do a great job in keeping the culture alive.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one or two people, including in my story, that are in Jamaica, Queens, then, it's more difficult to keep the language as vibrant as it is, the language, the culture. So plenty of restaurants. You will absolutely be embraced. You can go to any one of them. You'll get into a friend group pretty easily. And I'm going to put you in touch with some people.
Okay, for sure. What's the music of Ethiopia?
Yeah, so I like how you always go back to things. That's how my brain works as well. So music of Ethiopia is fantastic. There's a lot of really intricate dance moves. Don't ask me to do them. I mean, because I hear that, I can't. I hear them too, but a lot of it, and then they have their own alphabet. They have their own calendar. They have their own languages, not just one language. There's a national language of Ethiopia, but it's so spread out in terms of ethnic diversity that a lot of the tribes within Ethiopia have their own languages and customs as well.
Right.
So going back even a step more, there's a lot of things in between to uncover. But very warm culture. The food is amazing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my next question. What about that food, man? Is it
look? If you're a vegetarian, Ethiopian food for me is certainly top 5. If not number 1 for me, it's a trade-off between that and maybe 2 other.
Okay.
But fantastic.
What's your favorite Ethiopian dish that you get it and you're just like, oh.
So once a month, my wife and I, who also grew up in the States but is an Ethiopian, we have to have Kitfo.
What's it called?
It's called Kitfo.
Kitfo, okay.
To make Kitfo, first you need ibe, butter, cardamom, black cumin, white cumin, aromatics. You don't need a lot of aromatics. You bring it to a boil. Now for the main event, we're doing the Kitfo. This is a top round, and predominantly when you use Kitfo, you can use any part of the meat that is lean. You have your chopped meat, salt, kororimas.
Keep it going in?
Like a lot. Meat up. And then we just incorporate You know it's ready when you start getting a little bit of the fat. So next step, we're gonna make the sides that go with Kitfo, collard greens, blanch and cook. Put it into a cheesecloth. So we're taking all the moisture out, almost dry. Chop it up. This is your final product. Now let's make the cheese. Buttermilk and then whole milk, white vinegar. This one will slowly start separating. So now after about 45 minutes, the cheese separates. And what we do is strain it. Let's strain it a little bit more. And you have your Now let's assemble our gomen, fried butter, kororima, salt, mitmita. Take the moisture out. Now we're making the side for the aibe. Salt, kororima, mitmita. Easier to incorporate. Now that we have all our components ready, your kitfo, gomen, and aibe, we're gonna play. Aibe right here, gomen and aibe, gomen. Drizzle all this. There you have it, folks. This will be my last meal, kitfo.
Wow.
Good amount of kitfo. Take a little bit of different components.
Oh my gosh. Yes, sir.
Amazing. Kitfo, drizzle all this.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Yo, this is like the meat cone, bro. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna take this home, chef.
And it's really lean, finely minced beef.
Okay.
With a ton of butter. And a ton of flavor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's just, I love it.
Okay.
So next time you're in DC, remind me.
Are there any Ethiopian restaurants you want to shout out or you frequent very often?
Yeah, so my brother-in-law had a restaurant for about a decade, which he recently converted into something else. They bought the building and then converted it into a alternative use for the space instead. So that unfortunately is not there anymore. Dukem is a great restaurant.
Okay.
Right on U Street, right in the U Street corridor in Northwest DC. And they have like dance nights on certain nights. So you can not only witness the food, but you can get a taste of the culture as well, the dance. They've got, Ethiopia is very big on coffee. I am as well. And so there's a coffee ceremony that's built into the restaurant. You know, I think they do a great job.
Dude, you just rep Ethiopia.
Dukem, find me.
Dukem out that sector. Dukem, sponsor me. Now, if you're in the DC area, you said U Street?
U Street, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, just Google that, and I'm sure we got to go there. We got to check it out. Absolutely. We would love to go down there. All right. So, and if you're from Ethiopia or the Ethiopian community or a supporter, an ally, like, subscribe, share, and please leave a comment. Throw up a flag in the comment box. All right, so I gotta remind people because they'll watch this with a smile and forget to give me that engagement that gives me favor from the algorithms.